Robbie, go and kick us off here, bud.
What do you say, everybody? I'm Robbie. That's Dave. Welcome to a quick pick episode of the Line Pull Podcast. It's Sunday night, about to kick off the work week.
Yep.
What you got going on, Dave? What's your work week looking like?
Oh, 12 and a half a day.
12 and a half a day. Same stuff in the oil field as always.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing a frac. I'm on frac now.
Right. I got you.
Got away from that coil shit for a while.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You get to sit in the crane more then?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
About every hour and a half, 2 hours, I'm in the crane.
Good deal.
So
You
y'all can go back to calling me an operator now.
Yeah, we gotta give you shit for something.
Oh, yeah. So Kenny's building that 16,000 this week coming up, or 18,000.
18,000, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the progress photos and hear his stories.
Yeah, he's supposed to have a dinner tonight on that or something.
Good. He's got to do the big boss man dinner and
yeah,
crunch numbers and plans and everything else. Good for him though. Good for him.
Oh yeah. So what you got on your agenda tonight?
Tonight
or this
week? Oh well, this. Well, I wanted to talk. Me and you aren't really in the rental world, in the taxi world. Me and you are more of a specialty group. You know, we do the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get your take on it versus the rental world, because you've done it, I've done it. What is your take on, doing a specialty job versus doing a random rental job every day? What do you think about
rental cranes. I hate rental cranes.
That's the answer I was looking for.
I like to go and set my crane up. It doesn't have to move, and it's there for. Sometimes we're there for 2 weeks. Sometimes we're there for a month.
Right.
And then we move to another site, set back up just like you do with your wall panels.
So. Right. I mean, that's. I used to do the rental world stuff, and what I found out was when they stuck me on a long-term job, and I actually got to meet the crew, and I got to work with the crews all the time. I was happier. I was happier. I was happier doing that. There was a lot less stress because I could trust the guys I was working with. It's a lot different when I'm going out to set an AC unit and I got Joe Schmo up on top of the building giving me the karate chop.
Yeah.
If I they want me to spin the hook. I can't do nothing for you, but
they took that button out yesterday.
I swear, if I would have got into the crane world without doing the rental stuff, I wouldn't have gone gray so damn early. I'm 32 and him. I'm 32 and I'm gray. And it's like, wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It sucks. Yeah. I've done the rental world crap, and you always get stuck on a 60-ton, 90-ton, 75-ton, whatever, going doing ACs or go do this job. Then you got that job, and then you may have another job. And then the worst thing about rental world is swimming pools and trees.
Oh yeah.
God, I can't stand swimming pools and trees. Because swimming pool, jib. You already know you're throwing that jib out.
Oh yeah. I did the company I work for now. We will help out a small tree company on occasion, and we got an operator. He'll go do a tree. I won't touch a tree.
Yeah.
No, that's scary, especially if you ain't got a good arborist. I mean, when he cuts it loose, it's yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you better be ready. And that's terrifying. It's terrifying to me. I like having my numbers set out. I know what I'm doing every day.
Yeah, I like we've said before. Me and Chris, we write our numbers on the windshield, on the window,
right,
where the wells are, and we just go back to that same spot every time.
Right.
And
I know that, like I said, the biggest thing for me is getting to know the crews and getting to know the guys. I can trust these guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Like right now, I'm going back up to Virginia Tech to set more panels on a building, but I'm doing everything in the blind. And if it wasn't for the guy I had on the radio, I'd worry. Yeah. The guy I got on the radio, I could whatever. I kick my feet up and start to fall asleep and just do whatever he says because I know he's got me.
Yeah.
That dude is really good on the radio, and I appreciate the hell out of that.
And that's what you need. You don't need
Yeah, I don't
some
know.
non-English speaking person on our radio.
I don't need to be stressing like, does he actually know what the hell he's doing? What's going on
Yeah,
the other side of the
exactly,
building?
exactly.
I got 200 foot of stick out reaching over the building, slinging 20,000 pounds around the building. It's terrifying if I didn't have somebody good on the radio.
Oh, I picking in a blind man makes me nervous if I don't have somebody I don't know and haven't worked with.
Right.
It makes me nervous as hell.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I said, doing the AC units back when I first got into the crane world, running around on a 40-ton boom truck, slinging AC units just as far as I can take it.
Hmm.
And I don't know what they did up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Did they actually cut me loose? Because I got about 2,000 pounds on this 500-pound AC unit. Something's wrong.
Yeah, I had a guy one time. I set the AC, and my flaggers like come down, and we sat down. Now all of a sudden, I see my whip line start going back and forth real fast.
Oh, Lord.
I'm like, what the hell is that? And he comes over. I've been telling you to go up. I said, that's not a proper signal to tell me to go up, dude.
You're just slinging it around, huh? Trying to get your attention.
Yeah, I
Take it
thought
up.
y'all were trying to get it on the curb or something. I mean, come on now, man.
Yeah, no, and I've also noticed that all the horror stories come from the rental world too.
Yes.
Every horror
Most
story.
most of your crane accidents come from the rental world.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Now
Trees,
the
swimming pools, those are the two most infamous ones.
Absolutely. I will say the bad part, or the worst part, in my opinion, about doing the specialty work, doing the same thing every day,
Hmm.
is I'm I really started to get comfortable with the crane, and I'm taking it to that 90%, 95%,
Yeah,
98%,
yeah.
uh, versus a lot of times in the rental world, especially on the bigger ATs and stuff,
Mhm.
it's all factored in there to keep
Yeah.
you under 85%.
Yes.
They send out the bigger crane, whereas that's not
Hmm.
always the case for me in my
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah. Once you're on, a specific job and you get comfortable with who you're working with, what you're working with,
Mhm.
and the material you're working with, and you kind of get, I don't want to say complacent, but you get comfortable, and
Right,
sometimes you can push that crane a little bit more because you know it better,
right,
and you
right.
know what you've been picking, and you're comfortable with what you're picking.
You're right. I understand the situation better. It's not there's not so many question marks and blanks. I've
Yeah.
got all the answers. Let's take it there. We can get it
Yeah.
done. So but at the same time, like I said, that's the scariest part about it.
The first time I operated and did a crane inspection, I was operating the crane,
Mhm.
and the inspector told me, "Go ahead and pick that stack of counterweights up, and we're going to go to 120%."
Phew.
I'm like, "Are you fucking serious?" He says, he says, "Yeah, I want you to boom down to 120%." I said, "All right."
Start hearing the outriggers popping and the boom popping and
Yeah.
every other
Oh
all the other noise.
yeah. Oh yeah, and it was on a D-mag, so you can imagine the boom.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And it looked like a freaking candy cane. But it
Just
it made it. I got it to 125%, and
whew.
my bubble was like it only moved two lines.
No shit.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
yeah, that was awesome. I was like, okay, let's not do that again.
It was fun while we did it that one time. Never again. Never again. Let's not
Yeah,
do that.
I would rather. I mean, I don't know about you, but I would rather boom way out there because I feel comfortable with that because I can hold my load low
Right.
while I go out. I would rather do that than high boom with a heavy load and set the load down.
Oh
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't well, like you said, floating the load out there. You can really keep it low. If anything goes wrong, you're gonna touch right down. You'll be fine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. When you start setting them back and you're right here and you can feel the crane setting the rest of the way back.
yeah, especially with full counterweight,
Right, right.
and you're at like 79, 80%, 80
Uh,
degrees,
oh yeah.
and you set that down. It's
Uh, that 350 I'm going to run in the morning, it's fully stacked on its counterweight. So I
oh
got
wow,
I've got the 220,000 pounds back there, and
That's that 6,300 or
yeah, that's 6350. Yeah, yeah. That old girl, she's strong though. But but yeah, when we put the luff in it, and you got to have it boomed up to scope the luff out,
yeah.
you could just feel her ass set back while you're up there.
Hmm. Yeah.
The first
Yeah.
few times I felt it sit back like that, I was like, that's uneasy. I don't like that.
Yeah. Now the D-mags, you got to be boomed up to 80 degrees if you have a jib on.
Right,
You got to be boomed up to 80 to scope out.
right.
So, and that's most of them. But I quit that job where I was running D-mags, and they called me up at my other job, like, "Hey, how do you get these cranes to scope out with the jib?" It's like, what? Read the book.
Yeah, read the book. The answers are there for you, unless you ain't got the book.
Yeah, no shit. And I told him, yeah, you got to be high. You got to be high boom. You got to be 79, 80 degrees before you can scope out.
Right. Yeah,
I hate being high boom over the side with a load.
oh yeah, over the side especially. Yeah. That's your weak point. I don't like it.
Yeah, I would rather be over the rear high
Every
boom.
time. Every time. I'd rather be over the rear just in general.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that.
Well, we set our cranes up sideways sometimes on frac,
Right,
but we're reaching 90, 120 feet out.
right, right. When I do my wall panels that come in on the truck, we're parallel to the building, so I'm working over the side all day.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not too bad, but there are the times that I try to cheat myself closer to the building so I
mhm,
can make that extra panel at each end.
yeah,
But when I do that, now I've got my panel at a, you know, 18-foot radius. So yeah, I'm doing that high boom thing over the side.
yeah,
Yeah, we put the panel down, and they're telling me to cable down, and I'm just steadying the boom. No, hell
yeah,
no.
yeah. Exactly. Um, what is your what chart are you using when you're doing it? You using 45s and 55s?
Well, yeah, on that 5150, I do it all I just hit the 50%, so it's the 349s and 255s.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, unless the panels are really tall, and then I'm trying to take the spread out of it from when I'm rotating them.
Yeah.
But most of the time, with like a 40 foot tall panel, I can get away with a 50% boom.
Yeah.
And
You're just using your power boom.
yeah, I
Yeah, that's
love
what
it.
we use on coil. On the
Right,
coil on the 300, the 5250L. We use all 50s in that.
right.
I can get out 70 foot with that one. That's a stout ass crane, by the way, but I
We
get
were
out
looking.
70 foot and still be good for about 60 grand.
Damn. I know they were looking. We were looking at one, or the salesman that we get our work done by was trying to get us one. I don't know. I
Hmm.
don't know. We didn't get it yet. I'm still hoping that might be in the works. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it come in and replace our old 240. That's what I'd like to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
But
We had a couple of 240s in West Texas, but they got repoed. Well, their leases ran out, so
right. I
or
got you.
the hours ran out, so they sent them back. So,
Yeah, they sent them back. I got you. Our 240, it's a stout crane, but there's only one operator we got that it likes. I'm convinced it hates the rest of us.
yeah.
Every time somebody else gets in it, there's a problem. But that one operator, he gets in it, fine, every time.
Oh Jesus.
Now I'm starting to think, am I the bad operator? Did I not do my inspection right? Or what the hell did I do?
Oh man.
There was one time I got out of it, and the alarm just started going off. Like
Oh wow.
we weren't doing anything.
Yeah.
And the horn started going off, and I lost the EKS, and the ECOS wouldn't respond to anything. I was like, what the hell just happened? And for whatever reason, I burned up 3 fuses. I found
That happened to me on the 5150.
okay.
It just all of a sudden, man, I hear this like air raid siren inside the cab. I'm like, what the hell is that? And it never came back on, but I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's a growth for you though. That's a growth thing.
Scared the shit out of me.
Ooh.
Get them on a ship again. Oh, general quarters, general quarters.
So did you ever
Mm.
mess with equipment when you were in the Navy? Or you
Heavy
only
equipment? No.
no?
I ran like on the mine sweepers. They got like a little remote control sub on them,
Right.
and my job was to pilot that sub.
Oh, that sounds cool as
Yeah,
fuck.
it had big flippers on it, big pinchers, and
Right.
it would cut the board mines so they pop up and shoot them with 50.
That sounds awesome. That's an awesome job.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't see that listed at career day. Of course, honestly, I didn't see crane operator listed at
Yeah,
career day either.
you could have been in the Seabees.
Well, yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
Yeah,
I had some great times with CBs though.
I wouldn't want to be a Seabee,
Why not,
but
Dave?
they are some awesome builders, man. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
they
yeah,
build most of the military bases overseas.
right, right, and they do it overnight.
Yeah.
They're fast.
Yep.
Oh. So let's get back
That,
to our
that,
topic, Dave. Would you ever go back to the rental world? No,
would you?
hell no. Don't get me wrong. I like to see Travis's adventures and everything else and the things that
Yeah.
everybody else gets to do, but I would never go
I love watching Travis's pain during the day.
back. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like he built the stage the other week, but I mean, and that's cool as hell. But
Yeah.
you get that one cool job out of 1,000 heartaches.
Hmm. Oh yeah. Bet she's missing that front door.
Yeah, I bet she's missing not having the oil pressure alarm going off too.
Yeah, I know, right? 9,000s are just God, man. They're god awful.
I've never messed with one, so
They're you don't want to.
no, not
Mm. I mean, once you're not driving it and operating it, it's a stout crane.
right.
It's a solid crane, but driving it down the road, it's like wow, it's
Yeah.
all airbags in the front,
Oh,
and most of the time, because there's a strap that connects the frame to the axle,
right. So it doesn't
and because they're
overextend.
because they're driving it so freaking bad, man, it just hops and it rips those straps,
Oh, I
those
bet.
axle straps, and
I
then when you're
bet.
driving it down the road, your front wheels will come off the ground, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've never, like I said, I've never done it with a Grove, but them
The
the
link belts,
the link
link
belt.
belts, the Grove, all of them are the same.
Yeah, the link belts are, you come across an overpass or a bridge or something, you're bracing because you know it's coming. You're just you're
Yeah,
going for a ride.
I tell the guys that drive them, set the seat all the way to the floor
Yep.
because if you don't, you're gonna have a headache.
Yeah, oh yeah. You're gonna compress that seat one time and it's gonna send you back to the roof.
Yep,
Yeah, I
Newton's
know
law.
that. Yeah, no, those truck mounts, I'm pretty sure I could get a VA claim on that if I really wanted to. And just go in there after we go run a truck mount up and down the road for a little while, then go get my VA appointment and be like, look, my back's getting worse.
Yeah, bump up my medical.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Oh man, what did you get out? What percentage did you get out?
I got 30%.
30. Yeah, okay.
30. 30. I've been told I can try to go back, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I've been told I can try to go back, but I've also been told if you go back, then they're going to really start to evaluate you because you're just going after the money and this that. And I was like, yeah, I'll leave it alone.
yeah.
Any percentage is something.
Oh yeah, it's better than zero.
Yeah, right, right,
But I'm pretty sure that they'll reevaluate it as you get older or whatever.
right, right. Then I just got to make the appointment and go through that whole fucking
Hmm.
headache.
Yeah.
You try. I don't know how many of our listeners are prior military or veterans or anything like that, but you go sit in the VA office and it's a nightmare trying to get your appointments.
Oh yeah. My uncle had a quadruple bypass. He was sprayed with Agent Orange in Vietnam,
Wow.
and he got tongue cancer and uh, back problems, and he had
Phew.
to have a quadruple bypass. So, but the VA sent him a check. He got 85%, but when he got out,
You're right.
but now he's at 100. They
Right.
pay for all his stuff. So
The only thing I wish I would have, the only thing I would want to go back for is to try to get that handicap spot.
yeah.
Because there's some days I really don't feel like parking out there. you, ca- you catch me
Parking the
run.
crane in the handicap.
You damn right. I would park up front with the crane. You're right. Absolutely. Every time. Especially after a day of running one of them old truck mounts.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to walk from the back of the parking lot.
No. No.
Believe it or not, I'm not trying to walk at all after riding in a truck mount all day.
Exactly. I had to drive one from Corpus Christi all the way down to the border. That was that was like 200 and something miles.
Shoot.
Yeah.
That was I used to have to run around with those, back in the rental world. But I'd get on these cell tower jobs and they'd line up 4 or 5 of them for the week.
Yeah.
You run the crane all the way down the road, you kill yourself in the crane, you swing the jib, you do the cell tower job, you break the crane back down, then you beat yourself up going down the road again. You do that all week. I was like,
Yeah.
no, never again.
I feel sorry for Justin with that 5150 as a taxi crane. Oh my god.
It doesn't ride too bad.
No, I mean just as taxi work.
Just doing taxi work in general. Yeah.
Yeah, an AT crane. I mean, as a taxi crane, it's just
It's work.
yeah, especially throwing jibs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I did get into that. I noticed back when I first started in the taxi world, I noticed, about like what Travis says. Yeah, don't get anything you got to sling your mats for,
Yeah,
because then it becomes work.
yeah,
You run
yeah,
around in a boom truck or get on an RT somewhere, that's all right. You start
yeah.
having to sling your own mats and counterweight and everything. That's work.
Well, see, I can beat his logic there because I have other people set my mats for me with a forklift.
Well, that's like what I do now, running down the walls when we set these precast walls.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't actually have to sling my mats either.
Yeah,
I break the crane down. I walk it rigged up, but we'll walk it to the next spot, and then
yeah,
by the time I get the suspension re-leveled at that spot to reset up, I got my mats coming by forklift.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I was like, that's
When
convenient.
when we were moving rigs with the AC 140, which is a 170 ton DMAG.
Right.
We use steel plates, but we had hooks on the plates that we manufactured,
Hmm.
chain hooks. Well, not hooks, but the little
Right.
knuckles,
I got you.
and we'd put the links in there and tie them up on the outriggers. And when we brought them up, they would go with the crane.
Right. Right.
Just raise the suspension, and Matt's come up with it and walk it around.
That's the way I used to do it on the RT jobs I get.
Hmm.
If I got like the real end wooden round mats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd take a couple of nails through the pads.
Oh yeah.
If
Yep.
I picked it up, everything went with me.
Yeah, we did that too. We got those big thick nails and hammered them through there and bent them
Mhm.
over and went all around the plant with that shit.
Absolutely. I'm not trying to roll them things out anywhere. No.
Mm-mm.
Pick it up and
I
go.
personally, I think AT cranes, the one, let's, let's say 135s and up,
Right.
shouldn't be used as a taxi crane because I mean it's too freaking big. It's too much work to be doing several jobs a day.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Several jobs a day. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
at least
Now
when I
your
was
110s, your 120s and lower ATs, I mean that's
right.
fine.
Yeah,
You
go
want to
knock it
be
out.
active. Yeah.
No, I noticed back when I was in the rental world, there were only a handful of our big ATs
Yeah.
that would work like that.
Hmm.
Our 210 link belt, it ran that thing put in some work,
Yeah.
and that one was a bit aggravating. It was a lot of work with that one too, but
Yeah.
at the same time, that 210 link belt would do the work, so it was happy doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't quite like running with a Grove or a Leva or anything else.
Yeah. Going and doing ACs, 3 or 4 AC jobs with a big AT. I mean,
Right,
unless you're at the same place, you
right.
know, and you got to move around the building or whatever, like a big Walmart or
Hmm.
something like that. I can understand that, but traveling here to do an AC and over here to do an AC and nah,
Yeah,
screw that.
yeah,
That's
no,
too much. That's too much work.
yeah.
Better give me some polys.
Phew, I'm starting to sweat. I'm starting to sweat thinking about that. That sounds like work.
Now, like our 5150s, we got a rigging trailer that goes with it, and it has steel plates, and we have polys.
Okay,
So if it's something light, what we're doing, I'll just throw polys down.
right,
I won't even worry about steel plates.
right. We
And those
keep our
polys are like 3 times the size of the outrigger float.
hmm we
So,
keep our poly mats on the dolly, our setup mats.
oh,
But yeah, whenever that 50, whenever our cranes run somewhere, they're staying. It's
yeah,
not going to be a
yeah,
it's not going to be a quick in and out. That's why they're just our setup mats. Build the crane real
yeah,
quick, and then the rest of it's with the actual 6x6 mats.
yeah. Yeah, when they send me out to do an AC job or a little compressor job
Hmm.
or taxi shit here,
Right,
I go there and I get it done as fast as I can, and then I leave
right.
and I
Try,
try to make it back before they give me another one.
trying to pop the brakes on the yard before they can even think
Uh,
about sending me somewhere else.
oh yeah, like they sent me out on a compressor job. It was a small compressor, but sent me out on a 135, and I picked the compressor was already there offloaded. I picked it up, set it, rigged down, and left
Nice,
in like an hour. I was done.
nice.
I was like, bye.
I have noticed that. Well, I mean, was it a big, like an actual like beefy compressor?
It was 45,000.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a beefy compressor.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember some of the smaller jobs that I've done, and this you saying compressor is the only reason I thought about it. The small little compressor, tiny thing, but it weighs 75 pounds, so the company won't let them pick it up. They have to call in a boom truck to set the damn thing. I'm like,
Oh my god.
give me that thing. Where's it going? I'm not slinging a single mat for this. I did give it here. I'm taking it away.
Yeah. Well, like in the oil field, like we got a tree.
Right.
We call them trees, and they'll have 2 valves on the bottom, and then they'll have like a flow cross, which it flows across. So you have your frac pumping in this side, and your pump down pumping on the other side. Well, they're like, hey, we need to change a valve on the flow cross, and the valves are only like maybe that freaking big,
Right.
and probably about the Union Jack on your flag behind you, about that size.
Okay.
And they're like, we need a crane. I'm like, no, you don't. Oh yeah, we got to lay the lubricator down. And I said, no, use the fucking forklift.
Right.
Why you
Right.
got it out here?
Don't waste the crane for any of
I
that.
said, how much does it weigh? Oh, probably about 100 pounds.
Gonna waste the fuel in the crane for 100 pounds.
Yeah, I'm like, God, no, we're not laying the lubricator down for that shit. I'll get out there and hold it up myself.
Right. All right. Right. I mean, it'd be good for you to get out of the truck.
Oh man, but yeah. So I don't know. Welcome to season 2.
Yeah. Welcome to season 2.
Yeah.
Season
Oh,
2
yeah.
of the Lion Pool podcast.
Oh,
Don't get
yeah.
me wrong. I wasn't very active in season 1, but here we go. I'm trying
Well,
to get my setup
you were
right.
pretty active.
I only did 2 episodes.
You had more than 2.
No, I only did 2.
You only did 2?
I only did
Oh,
2.
man. Yeah.
Well, scheduling for me didn't work out, and now that I've put
Yeah.
the time in to try to get a mic and the camera set up, and I'm trying to work on my little
Yeah.
studio, I'm no scheduling is I'm in it this time. I'm in
Yeah.
it. Yeah, hell, right before me and you came on, I was on Amazon, and since I'm down in our spare room, I don't want anybody coming, into the house and what's going on in there? Who's he talking to?
It's an on-air sign or
I,
something? Or what?
I ordered one on Amazon. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It'll be here Tuesday. I won't be here Tuesday, but it'll be here Tuesday.
I love it. I love it.
But no, there's a commitment now. Now I'm in this thing. I got an
See,
on-air sign
that's
for above the door.
dedication.
I got an on-air sign for above the door. This is happening.
On air.
Yep. Y'all gonna have to
Oh,
leave
man,
me
I love
alone. On air. I got my mini fridge right here. We can do this thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, man. Well, welcome to season 2. Hopefully, it's a good season. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If we keep on the way we're keeping on, it'll be all right. It'll be all
oh yeah, there's some good things coming
right.
in the
That there
pipeline.
is. Oh yeah. Especially what y'all was talking about on our group chat a little while ago. For one of these next episodes coming up. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, yeah. We got union, non-union coming up with me and Travis, and then Travis is doing a safety episode, and then we got a bunch of other good. We got other things that y'all don't know about in the pipeline coming down. So it's some big stuff coming.
This will be a good time. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. Well,
That being said, Dave, let's go ahead and close it out.
hey, I'm with you. Go ahead.
I can't close it out. I brought us in.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching our quick pick here with me and Robbie. Catch us on TikTok, YouTube, linepoolpodcast.com. All our links are on there. Profiles and little short bios of all of us are on there. So go check that out. Check us out on Amazon, iHeartRadio, and anywhere you like to listen to your podcasts. We're on Audible now, also.
That's where I listened to the other episodes last week.
Yep.
I found us
We're on Audible. Oh yeah. I pulled up the RSS sheet, and we're on like 25 different podcast streaming services.
That's outstanding. That is outstanding.
But yeah, look up our website. Check us out there. Next Thursday, Rough Iron. That's our next episode coming out, and
it's gonna be a good one.
Yep. But all right, Robbie.
All right, then, bud.
Talk to you later.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.